Gold is no longer slumbering. It's actually topped $3,500 per ounce for the first time ever. Not so long since it topped $3,000 for the first time ever. And that's significant because gold has always been seen as a haven. Its beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but people have always seen value in gold. It's been a place that you can go to shelter if you're worried about other things. And plainly, a rising gold price has a lot to do with the great worries we have now over the trade war, uncertainty about that. Now, to put this in perspective, if you look at gold in real terms, i.e. you deflate it for the consumer price index, then you can see it took decades for it to ever get as high as it was in 1980, when there was a terrible peak of concern during stagflation, the Iranian hostage crisis. But in the last few months, it has absolutely powered through that to a much higher level. This is very significant, what we're seeing. And if you want to treat gold as a currency that you trust more than the dollar, which some people do, if you denominate the S&P 500 in gold rather than dollars, you can see that we're almost back down to the lows during the COVID breakout. So gold does have some important lessons for us. Could it go further? The critical point here is if you take a look at the action in the biggest gold ETF, which is run by State Street, its total assets went through $100 billion for the first time ever not long ago, but that's mostly because the gold price is going up. If you look at the total number of shares in an ETF, when people buy, you need to create more shares. When they take their money out, you need to sell. So that gives you an idea of how much interest there is in it. There are still far fewer shares outstanding in the gold ETF now than there were in 2020 during the worst of the COVID scare. It's reasonable to think, because it's very difficult if you're in America to bet against the dollar in a straightforward way. If you're going to see more concern, if the jitters continue, there is scope for a lot more money to go into gold. It could go considerably higher.